So what is attachment? So you probably heard this term being thrown around, secure attachment or attachment style parenting. Really what it just means is that your child feels like they are well and truly part of your family and part of your love system. So Dr. Payne Bryson and Dr. Daniel Siegel are the ones who come up mostly in the field of interpersonal neurobiology. Brownie points for the big word. And what they've come up with is essentially it's a formula. Your child needs to feel safe, seen, and soothed in order to have a secure attachment. And technically, what they found in their research is that you only really need one secure attachment to be or to have kind of that confident upbringing that won't create too much damage. But the more secure attachments you have, the better it will be for you. Children who are securely attached are the ones who are more likely to venture out and be friendly and perform well at school, have better even physical health. Whereas children who are not securely attached may be the opposite. They may experience symptoms of anxiety, being withdrawn, even sometimes being combative. I love Dr. Lawrence Cohen's Playful Parenting book. He describes secure parenting or the attachment as a cup that needs to be filled. And your children will come to you, the parent or the caregiver, as the reservoir to fill that cup. Now, there are essentially 4 or 5 different types of cups. There's the leaky cup. So that's the one where the child feels like, I cannot get it filled fast enough, and you'll find that child is constantly coming back to you because they need their cup refilled. There's the locked cup. Some children have it kept so tight that it's hard to refill because they're holding on to that so tightly that they might even refuse for you to give them a hug or make them dinner or take them somewhere because it's like a drowning person when they're being rescued. They're so in kind of survival mode that they can't feel the help coming towards them. So that is the locked cup. You've got the inaccessible cup. Those are the kids who are constantly in motion. It makes it harder for you to kind of bond with them. You feel like you're following a ping pong ball all over the house. But you have to try and find ways to kind of build it in so that they're getting some love. And then you have the stolen cup or the stolen attachment. Now, kids who don't feel like they're getting enough may physically steal stuff, or they might steal figuratively. So my son, for example, our eldest, will constantly try and take away from his sister's love tank. So whenever she's feeling up high, you'll find that he'll do something to kind of pop her bubble. And that is his way of stealing some of that into his cup. Now, the problem with that is that as adults, we will then attack that child because it's an undesirable behavior. But if that is happening, I really, really, really hope that you will now understand that this is what's happening, and you need to not put them into further isolation, but instead create more opportunities to connect and fill their love tank based on their love language. So check out the video on love languages because that's very important. Now, finally, you have the cracked or broken cup. And again, imagine your child is coming to you and they're bringing a cup to you because they want it to be refilled. And you throw that cup out of their hand and the cup falls. And it might get cracked or might be completely broken, depending on how violently you rejected them. That's how you can think of it. So is it just one time if I reject my child or don't fill up their cup, then that's it, they're ruined forever? No. The good thing is, the positive note from all the scientific research that's been done is that there can be opportunities for correction and repair. And I have created a video on how to repair if you've lashed out in anger. But understanding that when we knock over their cups, we have to have even more concerted effort to kind of bond that cup so that it's not cracked or broken. And if it is broken, you might even need to consider therapy. So that is what secure attachment is all about. The more the children feel like their cups are filled on a consistent basis, the more likely that they will be well-adjusted, confident children who will want to venture out and try things and fail and learn. Now, consistency is key. If they feel like they get that constantly in a regular pattern that is dependable, reliable, then it really allows for that secure attachment.